Hello and welcome to Histology. I'm Matthew, I'm one of the biomedical scientists here and I'm going to show you around. So this is the trimming room. This is where all of our specimens first arrive into the lab. So I will take you through into reception where we book everything in. So this is reception where all of our specimens are first received. So we receive anything from a tiny biopsy about 1 millimetre in size to a larger section which could be a whole organ such as a kidney or a colon. After the specimen is booked in, it comes through into the trimming room. So we have quite a large trimming room here. It's split into 4 bays. So with the resections, which is the larger specimens, they will be trimmed and described on the benches. So we cut them up, we'll describe what we physically see, and we'll take small samples throughout the tissue to be processed later on. Any biopsies are just processed straight away, and they'll be processed by either BMSs like myself or consultants that come into the lab to do specialist trims such as the whole organ systems which I mentioned earlier. So once they're all sorted, described and processed, they're taken through into the next room, which is where we process the sample. So we place them onto our processing machines here. So these use various chemicals to remove the water out of the tissue and to replace the water with wax, which is nice and stable and firm. So once they come out of these, which take roughly 12 hours, they're placed onto an embedding system. This is molten wax. The specimens are placed into there and embedded. Once embedded, they're placed onto an ice plate to solidify and go hard. Once this process is completed, they're taken through into microtomy. So once they're out of embedding, they come into microtomy where the blocks are prioritised via urgency of sample and then placed onto one of our microtome systems. He will take a block, place it into the microtome and then cut a section. Now the sections are cut at 0.003 of a millimetre, so it is quite a complex procedure. He'll first trim into the block to remove the wax and take a small section. Once he's taken the section, it's floated out onto a water bath and then picked up on a glass slide. So once the section is taken, it's placed into the 60-degree ovens to heat on. This melts the wax and prevents the section from falling off the glass. Once this occurs, it goes around to our automated stainer. So the automated stainer, now this is, all tissue that comes into the lab has a H&E stain. We use this to stain the various cellular components within the tissue to help us distinguish between various disease types. So once stained, it is then cover slipped and case assembled and sent out to our pathologists. So other additional testing we do is immunohistochemistry. So this is our immunohistochemistry lab. We have, as you can see, multiple machines around us. So the way this works is we use antibodies to stain specific parts of tissue to distinguish between cancer types, diseases, staging, and also help us with treatment options. And once it's interpreted, this is then sent to the requesting clinician with a full report for the patient, and then this result is then fed back to the individual patient to figure out the next step in the process. Cheers, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you guys soon.